Fat Leaves tastes good like a beer should.
You said it. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Try a frosty cold glass of Bavarian right away.
That you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, with a higher BAC than your ABV, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. We are the Unfiltered Gentlemen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. Thanks for drinking along with us. I am Greg, or that's Scott.
What is up?
And that is Dan.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. So you guys are so official sounding.
Yes, we're just like...
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's how I'm sounding right now.
I think at some point I'm going to have to pee during the show.
Uh-oh.
I'm just putting that out there right now in
geez.
case I have to leave.
We'll make this a quick
Oh,
one.
you have to leave for that?
Well, yeah.
I didn't get the
I'm
memo.
not prepared like you are. But yeah, like
Well, it depends.
Usually I do a pre-show pee.
Right.
And today I didn't because I peed before I left.
Just hit you that you didn't do it?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. My body's like, oh, you don't think you need it, huh?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
You're not as young as you once thought you
I
were.
think so, man.
That is too bad. Well, thanks everyone for listening, for coming out. I hate to say it, but our burp word of the week is Chiefs. It's only fair. It's only fair.
Doing okay over there, Chiefy?
Yeah, I'm still on suicide watch.
It's all right, man.
That is for sure. And this was a bit of a surprise. Shout out to our top listening city of last week, which was Camarillo, California.
Who?
Those Camarians.
Nice.
Cam.
Yeah, a small
Yeah.
little city
Wow.
in Ventura County, which is not too far
Interesting.
from us. So thank you. Don't forget to hashtag show us your beers, rate and subscribe on whatever podcast app you're using. Leave a little review for us. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, whatever you got. Do that for us. We got quite a bit to get to. Let me just warn everybody that the illness I had the last couple of shows is still sticking around.
Oh, man.
Like, I'm not sick anymore. I'm fine. I can function. I can drink. And it's all good. But TMI, I'm getting some snot drainage, and it's causing some coughing. I'm on like 4 different cough medications right now to not cough in your ear. But if I start laughing, I may, in fact, cough. So my apologies up front. We'll see how this goes.
We'll try not to be funny.
Yeah, do your best. Yeah. Feel like
I'll try to be funny. That'll take care of right there.
trick.
Yep.
That'll separate us from the rest.
Oh, man.
We have a lot to get to tonight, including some booze news, some sports talk. But before we delve into anything, let's delve into these beers that are sitting right in front of us.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for Beer of the Week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
Having ourselves quite the beer, hopefully. We're doing this out of order. This is technically going to be our Bullpen Beer, but switched the order around, mainly because this came off the tap and the other one's in a can. So that way we don't have to run downstairs.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah, mid-show to go hit the tap.
Call me audible.
This one is named Not So Dry Dreams Hazy IPA. Yeah. This is right around 5.7%, somewhere around 30 IBUs, and is brewed with Warrior, Citra, and Mosaic hops.
Warrior?
Like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, that's who I was asking about.
Shake those ropes. This is my latest homebrew.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
It is.
Oh, shit.
So this is the first one I've ever kegged. This is my first kegging experience. Had some issues, but it came out all right, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if the keg did something too, because, yeah, you completely fooled me, man. I thought it was like, yeah,
Good.
this is delicious.
Trick these professionals over here.
You surely did.
Yeah.
I'm like, what classy beer is this?
Right? So yeah, it came out of the tap. My first time kegging. I had a couple of issues where I dry hopped the shit out of it, and I didn't do the best job of getting some of the hop chunk out before I put it in the keg. And the first time I went to hit some off the keg, the tube that goes down to the bottom, the dip tube, got clogged with hop particles. So then you have to like switch your air lines and then blow it back out and let it settle for a couple days. So it took me like 2 weeks to carbonate it, and it's still not totally as carbonated as I would like it. It's like almost there.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it could use a little more carbonation, I think.
Look at all the hops.
There are a lot of hops in this.
Yeah.
A lot of dry. I think it was like almost, I think it's like a half a pound of hops for a 5-gallon beer. It's a lot of hops. But anyways, my first hazy, my first keg, and I think it turned out all right.
I think so. Yeah.
I usually don't do so well on the hoppy beers. Usually they come out like a little green or a little underdone, and let this one sit a little bit longer so it finish up and clean up. And my only real issue is that I didn't do a great job of cleaning things out before I transferred to the keg. So got a little hop chunk. Every now and then you'll see a little like piece of green floating.
Oh, well.
It's just hop.
We're unfiltered.
Right, exactly. There's definitely no filter used in this thing. So anyways, this is technically our bullpen beer, but we'll start off with this. Plus, we needed a full pour before we delve into our next subject.
Yeah, for sure. And I was going to say, too, just because, I don't know, if there was one nit I ever picked with your beer usually, is that it's, for whatever reason, there's like no head. Usually, or there's very little head. Like this one, like you said, maybe it could have been a little bit more carbonated or whatever. But even looking at it, I've taken a couple sips already, and it's got a nice froth to it still.
Yeah, it's got some nice lacing on the glass still. So yeah,
and maybe that's not too important. Maybe that's only important to me. But I mean, yeah, I like it.
No, it's definitely something you go for. And honestly, I wish I had a little bit more. Like, I wish the head lasted a little bit longer. There's no way to make that not sound bad. I wish the head lasted a little bit longer. It dissipates fairly quickly. I think that could be, and homebrewers may be correcting me as they listen to this, I think that could be the little bit of lack of carbonation that I think it still needs.
Okay.
Which it'll get over the next few days as it sits in the keg with the CO2 hooked up to it, or supposedly. And also, I think I should have added, they call it, I think, DME. It's basically like, kind of like sugar almost. But not. And it doesn't really add any flavor. It just adds a little thickness to the beer, and I think that would have helped. But anyways, live and learn. And shout out to Craft Bastards on Instagram. Go follow those guys. He had posted a picture of a beer, and he couldn't quite describe it. He goes, you know what? It's just a not so dry dream, is how he described the beer. And I said, you know what? That's a great name for a hazy IPA. Yeah. If you don't mind, I'm going to steal it. He said, go for it. So
that's a good name for it too.
Right?
That's what really fooled me.
Yeah, it's the Not So Dry Dreams Hazy IPA as brewed by me.
Because we've gotten before, hope this doesn't suck. So this was like very much like kind of tooting your horn a little bit. Like, yeah, I like it.
By giving it a real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, tooted the old horn.
Good stuff.
Thank you. So if anybody's in the area, look, I don't mind letting you try it.
Yeah, stop by.
Yeah. My address is. Brought this to the Super Bowl, and that was kind of cool. I got to put in a growler because I have a...
Oh, yeah.
So I brought it to the Super Bowl party, and everyone got to try it. So
nice.
It's good times.
Cool. Mm-hmm. This is, very classy.
Oh, thank you.
Grade A shit.
Nice. Not like hope this doesn't suck.
Yeah.
No,
which was good. I mean, but this is top shelf shit right here, man.
Thank you. Well, I'm enjoying it, so it's
Me too.
I think if I had anything negative to say, there's not enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's like 4 gallons left.
Like
Still not enough.
Yeah. I stand by my previous statement. Well, we needed a full pour, really, to get into the next subject. Technically, it's crotch talk time, but I cleared the rundown. We got some questions on the social medias last week as to why we didn't address the Kobe situation. Everybody knows we're Laker fans. I don't think we hide that very well. And even if you're not a Laker fan, I think it's A-okay to be a Kobe fan. Spoiler alert, we've talked about this before. Sometimes we record multiple shows at a time, or we record, these released every Tuesday, but we may not be on a regular schedule just due to us being adults. So our last show was recorded before the incident, and I don't think we're breaking any news to anybody, so I don't need to run down what happened. I think everyone knows that. I just thought if anybody wants to say anything, I don't know about you guys. I've been crying all week.
It's been a fucked up week.
Yeah, it really has. Between Kobe and then 49ers didn't make it any better for me either. I'm going to be perfectly honest, but the Kobe thing really fucked me up. I say I must have cried at least 4 times.
Oh, man.
Throughout the week. Just different things getting me. Let me take a sip here so I don't choke into the microphone.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, like, it was a bummer. And it was funny because I feel like my mom took it harder than me. Like,
really?
Yeah, she like called me and was like, left a voicemail, was like crying, like almost like breaking down a little bit. I was like, oh man, like, Kobe was kind of like, like her third son a little bit. You know what I mean? That, nobody really knew.
Better than her other 2.
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, I think the tier went my niece.
Sure.
Then Kobe, then Kobe's kids,
right?
Then me, and then my brother.
Right. Your brother's always in line.
Yeah, he's at the bottom.
Yeah, he does a hell of a Ric Flair, but he's still.
Oh man, that might have put him over actually.
Oh crap. Yeah, I have a feeling for parents it's a big deal because it wasn't just a celebrity that was lost. There's multiple children that were lost.
Yeah.
Which was horrible and got to me a little bit a couple of times. I don't even have kids, and I was like, well, fuck, man.
Yeah. Other than it being, of course, Kobe. Yeah, there's families that lost dads, kids, brothers, sisters, whatever.
Bombs.
Yeah, and like even like my wife, who was never a Kobe fan when he played, she was pretty bad shape.
Yeah, it's really tragic. One of the things that really got me was when Minnesota, which is where he passed Michael Jordan's scoring record, he passed it at the free throw line. And one of the things that got me was they get the tip, they go over to the free throw line that he did that at, set the ball down and got the 24-second violation. And that's when I lost it for the first time. Boy, was I dehydrated after that game.
Oh, man.
That, and then just watching all the other ones, and actually watched the Kobe tribute Friday night when they played their first game back. And it was a montage of NBA, like grown men crying, NBA players crying on TV. And it's like, man, that takes a lot for those people to cry on TV. I mean, they're big, bad athletes. They don't cry, but here they're crying over. Some of them didn't even know the guy personally, and they're crying over this. And I felt kind of stupid for a while. I was like, I'm crying over this guy I have never met. But at the same time, like, kind of grew up with the guy. He got drafted at 17. I think I was like 12 when he got drafted. We weren't that far off, and kind of got to grow up with him. I don't know. Yeah,
it's interesting. I think even like during like the regular season and playoffs, you think about it, like that's a long time to be seeing somebody like on TV. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to even like kind of equate it. I mean, but like, 20 years. And then even then he wasn't like out of the limelight really. I mean,
right.
He was winning Oscars and stuff. And, I mean, he had moved on to that next chapter in his life. And it's just, and then he was bringing it. And it was just odd that, he was bringing his daughter around too. And, everybody was seeing her and seeing him still a lot, and then, yeah, man, they're all gone.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
It's been a hard week. It's been a wet week. I admit it. did some crying over it, and it's just he changed basketball, and whether you liked the Lakers or not, you knew who Kobe was. There was no denying that he was great on the court. I don't really know what else to say other than like, holy shit. I was saying to somebody that, and I was telling Scott for the show, it's weird to have an athlete die, and when they show a montage, it's not footage that was really shitty from the 70s.
Yeah.
Usually an athlete dies, and we see this shit from the 70s. It's like hardly in color. It's been transferred to 8 different VHS tapes and looks horrible. And we watch these Kobe clips. They're HD. It looks like it could be happening right now. I mean, it's like, oh, here's Kobe scoring 60. Oh, wait, that didn't happen this week. That happened a few years ago. But he's so young that most of his, or half of his stuff probably is in HD, and all his retirement stuff is certainly in HD.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Yeah. That's a trip.
So yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, I've seen other athletes that were one of my favorites in whatever sport it was who died, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks.
Yeah,
but and that was it. But yeah, I mean, this hit hard. I mean, it was almost like almost like a family member. I mean, not like a close family, but
right.
But and even like this morning, you wake up in the morning and you think, and you see something, just the mention of the name Kobe, you think, oh fuck, that's right, he's not here anymore. It just seems really, really, really weird.
Yeah, I keep thinking like I'll wake up and it's like it didn't really happen. You know what I mean? And it's like but now it's like too many days have passed. Like this would be a long ass dream if that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird that I kept thinking he's gonna crawl out of the bushes, pull in Johnny behind him, like, oh, he made it, but until when they, identified his body,
that, or you find out it wasn't actually his chopper or something,
Yeah.
Sunday,
you keep thinking there's got to be some hope, but
the day it happened, I didn't really process it.
Yeah,
I didn't believe it. I was like, oh, that's horse shit.
But the first person that texted me doesn't live around here. They're like, is this real? And I was like, well, shit. So it was a TMZ screenshot.
Yeah.
Started going to TMZ. Well, the website was down because everyone was going to TMZ. It took me half an hour to find out that it was actually real.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, this is going to be fake. This is horseshit. This happens all the time. And like stupid fake articles. Wasn't a stupid fake article, unfortunately.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah. I think the first thing, I'd been out all morning. I just walked in the door when I got the screenshot from my daughter, Valerie, and it was like, it was his Wikipedia page, and this is minutes after it happened. His Wikipedia page already said died January 26, 2020. And I looked at that and like, oh, somebody fucked up.
Yeah. Or what a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, what kind of a joke is this? And then I like put my phone down and started to walk away and said, that's stupid. And then somebody, just make sure. And when I started Googling it, and as soon as I saw the headline, the phone rang and it was the wife. She goes, what's up with Kobe? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to find out right now. Yeah. But, God, it's just, like a bad dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's another lesson for you right there. I guess Wikipedia always tells the truth.
I guess. Within seconds.
Yeah, it was funny because like
all my college teachers said that not is what goes on. That they never use Wikipedia.
Remember when Steve Nash like had to sit out with an injury, and Wikipedia the next day said that Steve Nash was a fucked up Canadian who quit on the Lakers? I was like, oh shit.
I was thinking
they know?
I was thinking there's some homeless guy named Kobe Bryant that died, and they fucked up on this Kobe's Wikipedia page.
Or it's the same looking helicopter or something.
Something, yeah, man. It was a tough day, and like I was saying earlier, I would watch. I was watching ESPN. They kept showing Kobe's stuff and interviews. I'm like, I just want to watch basketball. I can't take this. So I watched the NBA. I turned to the NBA channel, which is supposed to be a game on. They're doing the same thing. So yeah,
it was even hard for me to get into that Friday night game, man.
I didn't
really. In
fact, everything after Sunday, I wouldn't watch it live. I would like eventually Google it, and then like everybody said, "Oh, you got to watch the Shaq." What Shaq had to say on Tuesday night or whatever.
What's the big giant, the big
cry
breakdown.
Shaq, yeah, but and I'm like no, and then 2 days later I watched it and I cried with Shaq but I probably the best quote of everybody was, I was watching Sunday, and after the Spurs game, then Popovich walked in, and they didn't even ask him a question. He just stuck a microphone in his face. He goes, "Tough game, we lost. Who cares?"
Very Popovich.
That's probably like the best quote of the day.
Yeah, a lot of these tributes going out around the league have gotten me choked up. And
yeah, even the Celtics. I got to say, the Celtics put on a great tribute.
I still haven't seen that one. I got to check it out.
It was good. I hated that it was so good, but because it's the Celtics. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Excuse me. So, yeah, it's been interesting. It's been rough.
Tough week.
And honestly, he wasn't even my favorite Laker. And I'm still taking it really hard. In fact, my favorite Laker is Magic. And one of the things that also got me was when Magic, I think he tweeted or grammed, or maybe it was an interview. I don't remember.
Oh, anymore. Yeah.
But basically said, blah, blah, blah.
Said that,
We lost the best Laker of all time. And I was like, yeah. I'm not crying, you are.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's actually what I texted my sister was I lost my second favorite Laker. And she's like, well, who's your best? I'm like, well, Magic. And then we went back and forth a little bit. But, yeah.
It's just a shame, too, that Kobe was the one that went, only because, he was still going. He still had stuff to do. And
he's a baby to raise.
Yeah. And not only that, though, but like it seemed like he had retirement figured out, which it doesn't seem like a lot of these sports dudes, they don't got it, man. They're on TV talking about sports.
Sure. If they get the announcer job.
Yeah, or they're in the restaurant business or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they're just jumping onto something like they know nothing about. Like I felt like Kobe was kind of saying, "Hey, dude, like life's not over when you retire." Like, and it would have been very interesting to see the way it would have, finished. But
yeah.
I think, and I think that says something about someone iconic too. Like with me, like I have been all over the place. I was trying to write something, but every time I started writing, I'm like, this doesn't make sense or whatever. Yeah, and I was trying to
write something about that.
I was trying, man, and I was trying to like compare it to like Tupac a little bit. Where like, but the thing I was thinking about with Tupac when he passed away, I was thinking like, man, just give him like 20 more years. I would have liked to see what he would have done. And it's almost like God heard me and said, okay, the next guy, Kobe, we'll give him 41 and then that's it. But it was like, shit, like, no, it's still too early. Like, I still want to see more Kobe. I think that's how it is with someone when they're that, like that. It's just,
and not just in basketball, and just like life in general.
Yeah. I think it's always too soon. There's never a right time.
For someone
really.
Like him, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was telling, people are stupid sometimes, but after the Lakers' first game, they lost to Portland. And I was talking to somebody the next day, and he goes, "Oh, that should have been a statement game, and they should have won," and blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? There's one person that could have taken a disastrous week like that, put it in the back of their mind, and led their team to victory. And he's the guy that died.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, he really could have compartmentalized.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Dying over here. Yeah, it's been rough, and We go on all night about
Yeah.
Good.
how awful it is.
Yeah,
So,
Should do like a separate episode. For that.
Maybe.
batch Kobe.
Yeah.
Thoughts and I hate the thoughts and prayers thing, but good vibes out, whatever, to the
To
survivors.
his family, and to the other families too as well.
Yeah, it's just shitty. There's nothing else you can say other than it's really, really shitty.
Pretty much.
for everyone involved. So
Yeah, even for the college baseball coach's brother, who heard that Kobe's helicopter went down, and he knew that his brother frequently flew with Kobe,
it was supposed to fly with him that day.
and so he's frantically texting his brother and not getting a response. And
I teared up when LeBron tweeted he talked to Kobe that morning.
yeah,
Then the Lakers got on the plane to come home, and it happened while the Lakers were flying home. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, and they heard when they landed, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like Shaq's son, Kobe talked to his son before they took off.
Oh,
They were,
yeah.
like texting with each other or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trip.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
yeah.
It's horrible. So
Yeah.
we won't go on all night.
Yeah, not all night. Just, and to his daughter too. She had a big future in front of her, and it's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Losing kids isn't fair. So, all right. For the fans, we'll move on because it's only going to go downhill from here.
yeah.
All right. We will talk about some sports. We will do another beer, and we'll have some booze news. So let's get back into it with a little sports.
And now, the sports, brought to you by cleaninguptheglass.com.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
It is indeed. I've already mentioned it, but Chiefs won. God damn it.
Good fight. Good fight by the Niners.
It was a good first three quarters.
Yeah.
That fourth quarter, man, did that defense just figure they were done.
I guess so.
Yeah, it was not good. Can we say that Jimmy Garoppolo is a good quarter? I'm not saying he's elite, but can we now say he's a good quarterback?
Probably.
Yeah. I probably said he was.
People still want to talk shit. Oh, they shouldn't have been here. Jimmy's not that good.
Oh,
It's
well,
like,
geez. I mean, if you listen to everybody else,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think anyone, that makes the Super Bowl, you deserve to be there.
Right.
And they had the game won. It's not so much like they blew it. It's just Patrick Mahomes and
I was
Tyreek
gonna say,
Hill are
yeah.
freaking amazing.
You got to hand it to Mahomes.
Yeah, they're good. Like,
He's-
I heard someone on the radio saying, like, well, they should have fucking rushed everybody at Pat Mahomes and blah. It's like, well, what the fuck do you want him to do, dude? Like,
Right.
it's like,
Can't do that.
You want to stop Mahomes, okay? Then you want to stop Travis Kelce. You want to
Right.
stop Sammy
Tyreek Hill.
Watkins,
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, and then Damian Williams was running all over him.
Yeah.
Like,
What are you gonna do?
You got too many fucking weapons. It's a good defense, but you can't stop that many weapons.
and if we're being honest, Mahomes didn't even have that great of a game last night.
Not
Or a
that,
couple
yeah. He
nights
threw
ago.
2 interceptions. It was
Yeah.
like the first time like he had even thrown an interception in his short postseason
Right.
career.
Yeah, not his best outing.
Or in a Super
No.
Bowl.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No,
That is
I mean, it was a good game. Thankfully for that. I mean, we've seen some really trashy Super Bowls, but I think it was a good
Rams,
game.
God, yeah, no
Man.
kidding.
Chargers.
Hey! I was talking about that. The last year's game was one of the most boring Super Bowls
Dude,
I've ever watched.
I never tuned out of a Super Bowl before. I tuned out of that one.
Yeah, but
I was
this one
done.
it kept me in the game. It kept me watching.
Yeah.
It
It was good till the end.
I mean, it's Chiefs got a good team. Got to hand it to
Yeah,
them.
they do got a good
I don't think the
team.
Niners are going to go away anytime soon. I think,
As long as they don't lose half their team during the offseason.
Yeah.
I think they'll be back in the hunt also.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
back in the
maybe
hunt.
facing the Chargers next year. Who knows?
Chargers, huh?
No,
Oh,
well,
man.
Some wishful thinking.
yeah, some dreams.
Yeah.
Talk about those dry dreams.
Well, excuse me. Tom Brady is looking for a new team potentially. He says that he and the Patriots are evaluating their options.
Well, they offered him $30+ million a year.
Did they?
Yeah, it was today. They said that they offered him $30+ million a year, but he said he wants them to spend more money on some receivers.
He has taken pay cuts before in order
Yeah.
to build up around him.
That was kind of going back and forth today.
Yeah. I know that there's probably a couple teams that would probably throw the bank at him.
I'm sure.
I feel like
Yeah.
the Raiders would be one of them.
Uh-oh.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think anybody really should. I mean, at this point,
I don't think
like,
anybody should. He's
Yeah.
getting pretty up there.
Yeah,
Because of the name, maybe.
I'm with Sports Talk Barry, dude. That he's a system quarterback at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I kind of feel like the Patriots know that they can almost insert anybody in there and they're gonna not do as well as him, but they'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's
like we talked about a couple weeks ago when we brought this up. I mean, he's a very intelligent quarterback. That's his biggest strong suit. He's not the most athletic guy out on the field for sure. But he's very intelligent. So.
Yeah, and he's old. I mean, look at him.
Yeah,
he's old.
Yeah, what 38?
Yeah, no, he's like in
40,
his 40s.
Right? Is he 41?
Right.
No, yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I was thinking of. Never mind.
That's not old, but for sports, that's ancient.
I heard that they showed Belichick at the Super Bowl last night, and he was booed. I didn't see it.
I didn't see that part either.
I'd have booed him too.
Yeah,
I'd have thought there's finally one fucking Super Bowl. I won't see his smug little face, and then he fucking shows up.
I didn't see him there, and I didn't see that part. But I think I read today somewhere where they showed him, and the fans started booing him.
God. I'd have wretched my nachos, man. I'm like, God, he's fucking back. Fuck this guy, man.
Your $18 nachos.
Yeah.
Still worth it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What else? A little basketball news. Andre Iguodala says he will sit if he doesn't get traded to a team on his approved list.
And the Grizzlies are like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the rest of the league is too.
Yeah. Like we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Like, I mean, they can't make a trade and suddenly get better. Him sitting is only going to make them worse is what they want in the first place, and they can get more draft picks.
Get a better pick.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Go ahead and sit, dude. It's not the right approach, but knock yourself out.
Not that for kind of player he is.
No.
It's like
this isn't some Steph Curry type.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
LeBron or whatever. But nobody. I hate when players do this. Oh, I'm just not going to show up.
Okay.
What do you mean? You signed a contract.
Yeah. You think? It's funny. Like, maybe if he actually played and did well, they'd be like, and he was there all the time, and he was like, hey, anything you guys want me to do, I'll do it. They probably think, you know what, fuck, man, we should get this guy in a good team. He shouldn't be fucking rotten with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
he's a nice guy. We should hook him up.
But he wants to be a fucking dick about it. Like, yeah, go fucking sit.
Have
don't
a
give
seat.
a shit.
Here's a pillow.
Right.
Yes, please. Yeah, that's silly, I think.
Me too.
Yeah. Any other sports news that we should be talking about?
I think that's it.
I think so. Old timey word of the week.
I had more, but Dan said that's it.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I have nothing.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. Stone Cold said so.
Sounded like elderly Stone Cold.
Yeah, well, like him now.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I bump the mic? I felt like I bumped the mic. I'm getting used to this mic stand.
Oh, yeah. It could be me. I don't know. I'm a mess over here.
Bump the mic.
Old timey word of the week. Borrachio. Borrachio.
That's what I was laughing about, by the way.
Borrachio, which apparently is a nickname for a drunkard.
Ah.
But that's a word in Spanish, right?
Yep, exactly.
And
Borracho.
What is? Oh, okay. It's no IO. It's just borracho.
So
but what is
that's
in borracho? It's like bitch.
It's the same. No,
it's the same thing?
It's the same thing. A drunk ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're all borracho out.
Okay. Well, this is borrachillo.
Borracho here.
Yeah, and then you wake up the next morning all crudo.
Yeah.
And you eat some menudo.
Yes, you do.
That's right.
Sole for me. I can't do the menudo. I just. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
It depends where you get it from.
Yeah, it's just like when they tell you what's in the hot dog is you take a bite. I don't need to know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't tell me. All right, let's class things up a
Got
little bit.
feces? I don't care. Give me another one.
Oh dear. This one's a classy dame with a great palate. It's Beer Babe of the Week. It is indeed. Her name is May, and you can find her on the grams at May I Take a Bite.
Of course, right?
All one word. May I take a bite? No spaces, no dots, no dashes. In this picture, she is drinking Das Boot.
She's got quite the boot there. I gotta say,
Huge boot and huge pretzel.
I like big boots, and
Cannot
I cannot lie.
What did I say? No making me laugh.
And how about that halftime show? We didn't even touch on that.
Oh god.
Oh my
Well,
god.
the one I didn't watch.
Yeah. Let's finish. Let's not stomp on her
Oh, no,
promotion.
excuse me.
Let's finish
Yeah,
this up.
sorry.
She's drinking a beer from Ryan House in Denver. Drinking that German style for the big German pretzel. Make sure you follow her on the grams at May I Take a Bite, all one word. Would you like to discuss the halftime
Wow, I
show
was
and
just
how
gonna
boring it was? There was one good 4 seconds of it.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how many dudes got in trouble with their ladies after that one.
You know what's funny? I had more females text me the clip of J-Lo and Shakira shaking their ass together than I had men.
Oh, really?
No joke. I had multiple girls text me like, "What'd you think of this last night?" or "Wasn't this hot?" And I was like, first of all, yep, sure was. And I had a lot of girls asking me which ass I liked better, which I found interesting.
Garoppolo's.
Duh. Garoppolo can sure fill out those tight pants.
Damn.
But if we're talking about the halftime show,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
my vote goes to Shakira.
Right. Well, I don't know. I kind of felt like J-Lo may have been wearing tights.
Oh, she definitely. I mean, they're probably both.
Yeah. So I kind of felt like it wasn't fair. Like I felt like it was like Jell-O wrapped in cellophane versus Jell-O on an open plate. You know what I mean? So that's not fair.
To be fair, I mean, they're both in pretty phenomenal shape.
That's right. You don't turn down either.
No, you do not. So, yeah, I honestly.
So I should stop turning them down?
Yeah. Answer your damn phone.
Yeah.
I thought it was fairly boring.
Oh, man.
No?
Didn't watch a
liked it.
second of it. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like either of their music.
I mean, neither do I.
I got a little excited when she started doing Hips Don't Lie because I thought maybe Wyclef would come out.
I know. It was funny. I thought Ja Rule was going to come out for
That too, yeah.
Yeah, but somebody told me like he's not going to show up because there's like this whole fire festival thing.
Oh, yeah,
that happened.
Well,
Did
he
you hear
was
about
like
that?
part of the fire.
Yeah.
The investment group.
FYRE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was really hoping that either Ja Rule or Wyclef would come
That
out.
would have been awesome.
It's murder.
Must be the ass.
It was funny because she was doing Jenny from the Block, and I said, I wonder if Ja Rule will come out. Somebody's like, it's not this song. I was like, I know, but just wait. It'll be the next song.
It will
and
be
it
the-
was the next song. But he didn't come out. So let's crack open some news.
No run-ins?
And yeah, no run-ins, no slips. And then we'll get into our bullpen beer of the day.
Let's do it.
Nope. That's bullpen beer.
Dang.
Got a lot of editing to do tonight.
Bring him in early. Dave Roberts.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
It is indeed. We know we talked about this a few months ago. Constellation just offloaded Ballast Point. And rumor going around the interwebs is that Constellation, who we all know bought them for $1 billion, sold them for around $40 million.
What?
Like literally just offloading that thing.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
right.
Yeah. So somewhere around 40 million is what's being guesstimated. Nothing has been officially confirmed. I doubt they ever will because boy, would their stock drop.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
man. It was beer laundering is what we labeled it, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, beer laundering.
I mean, it was really just an attempt to remake themselves craft. Mm-hmm. And like you said, beer laundering.
I'm telling you, that should be a shirt, actually. It should say Beer Mafia.
That'd be good.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got like a couple of Sculpin beers on there.
Or something. We'll figure it out.
That would be a good shirt.
Or it could be like, The Godfather, how he holds like the puppets, but instead of like strings, at the end of the strings is beers.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
I think we got something.
I think we got it.
If only one of us could draw.
Oh, man.
Anybody draw around here?
I'm pretty good at Photoshop.
All right.
You're on.
It's
All right.
you. All right. Should we move on to bullpen? Should we make that call?
Sure.
I think we
Everybody
should.
finish the beers. All right.
Bring in the reliever.
Let's make that call.
He calls to the bullpen for
Beer.
Yes, he does. Very excited about this one. Very excited whenever we can get this brewery. In fact, this is Toppling Goliath Twisted Galaxy Double IPA.
Wow.
8%, 100-ish. They don't have an exact measurement. IBUs, 414 on Untapped, and a 94 on Beer Advocate. Showcasing the alluring tropical notes of the Galaxy hop, Twisted Galaxy is a juicy double IPA that pushes both citrus and pineapple notes to the foreground.
Oh, man.
Dan's got himself a pour over there.
Yeah, I just took a whiff of that.
Yeah?
Whew.
How we doing over there?
Smells like orange, like very citrus, man.
Oh, it is very juicy.
Yeah.
Like actual juice, not a juicy beer, but
Yeah.
like healthy shit.
Yeah. Like, if you'd have poured this in front, I'd think it'd probably like OJ almost to a point. Like if I was blindfolded.
Yeah, a lot of pineapple on the nose too. All those kind of citrusy, give you heartburn flavors. What do you think about the flavor on this bad boy? Mouth noises.
I know. Well, I don't know. I think I need to go in for another sip here.
It does make your tongue do a little as you hit it. The interesting thing is, and we talked about this a few weeks ago with a different beer, Scott's glass is significantly hazier than the rest of our glasses. He got the end of that pour.
Oh, shit.
It's one of those things where as you go along, you get more sediment.
Ah.
I'm sure he's not upset about it, though.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
They're at the bottom.
Yeah, it's really hazy. Yeah, yours, you can't even see through it.
Yeah, his is super hazy. Ours, I wouldn't say it's clear, but
Right.
you can see the shape of your finger on the other side of it.
Yeah.
At least I can.
No, that's OJ. That looks like OJ.
It does. That looks like some orange juice over there. So, this is for 8%, and it's hiding the booze really well. Like we said, real citrus and real pineapple-y on my nose at the very least. Kind of flavor that follows. I get a lot of pineapple on the tongue. I don't know. What say you?
Yeah, I just got to go heavy on that citrus, man. Like it's just that's what you can taste overall with some pine. But
yeah, it finishes. You get a little malt on the back, and you almost get like a biscuitiness at the very finish of
I'll
it.
co-sign that.
Yeah,
a little malty.
Scott, what say you?
Yeah, I guess since getting the bottom of the can, mostly kind of a citrus thing. I could have this in the morning for my orange juice.
It's healthy.
Yeah,
it's healthy. All right, so we're a fan.
Indeed. Yeah, I'll never catch a cold again.
That's right.
I hope.
Yeah, God, I must need more of this. All right, back to news before we wrap things up over here. Molson Coors is going to buy Atwater Brewing. Atwater is the 83rd largest craft brewery in the country. I believe they're like the 5th largest in Michigan or something like that.
Oh, man.
Anheuser-Busch spends $24 million on the Bud Light seltzer ads. And this is all before the Super Bowl. It doesn't include Super Bowl advertising.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. That was all leading up to the Super Bowl.
Holy shit.
Okay, so here's a question, because I didn't hear all the big hype for the Super Bowl ads. Were there any? I mean, I didn't watch them, but
I mean, no, it was just the game.
Just regular, yeah. I mean, usually every year you hear, oh, here's this big hype, and don't forget to watch the Budweiser ad. Don't forget to watch this ad or that ad.
They did a lot of integration with each other. Like the Budweiser ad was mixed in with the Tide Pods.
Charlie Day.
Charlie Day spilled something.
He's like, I got Tide Pods. I gotta close. Get the stain out.
So the whole thing was like, you can wait to get the stain out because Tide's so awesome. And then Budweiser comes, and this is like a series of commercials. Budweiser's like, yeah, keep waiting. We got some beer over here.
Yeah, if you drink enough beer, you won't see the stain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know your friend
or
over there.
If you drink too much beer, you'll have a stain.
Right.
Yeah, he butted into so many commercials somehow.
There's a lot of integration.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
And I didn't watch commercials. I would change the channel during the commercials.
I wouldn't say there was one where I was like, oh, that was fucking great.
No, I will say my favorite one, if I had to pick one, would be the Groundhog Day one with Bill Murray.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
We were laughing at that one.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
it was a good one.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. If you were going to go look up commercials, I do recommend the Bill Murray one. The Budweiser ones were, as much as we hate Budweiser, they usually do some pretty good Super Bowl commercials.
They usually do, yeah.
They were pretty meh this year.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
So that only means that next year they're going to go for flatulence and like disgusting shit again, horses shitting on people and
Maybe
stuff.
waiting for the XFL championship game.
No.
There was an XFL commercial.
Well, was
there really?
It was.
I missed that one.
Interesting, yeah.
Must have taken a leak or something.
It was, I cannot remember the guy.
Kiss my ass.
It was one of the commentators from the game, color, that does like the sideline or whatever, did like a live read, like, sorry you're going to miss out on football? Well, you don't have to, because I was like, holy shit, either Vince paid buku bucks.
I'm sure he did.
Or there's some sort of little cahoots kind of thing going on, because, I mean, what was that football league that just folded out of nowhere 6 months ago?
Oh, yeah.
What was it called
World
again?
football?
Like American Football League? Not American,
Nah, it was something.
but like the week before their
AAFL or
championship.
something.
Yeah, they just kind of
all of a sudden they just disappeared. So I wonder if the NFL had something to do with that. And now Vince is like, well, fuck, we got to be friends with those guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to do the same thing.
I'll kiss their ass.
Right. Guess that.
Oh, man. Roger Goodell telling Vince McMahon, you got to join my club.
Zip.
Kiss my ass, Vince.
Yeah. So I wonder if there's something going on, like maybe the XFL will serve as a sort of like, D League for the NFL or something. Because that's something they don't really have. They have practice squads.
No kidding.
But, the NBA has, well, now the G League, so stupid.
Right.
But it has the D League. I refuse to call it the G League. And so maybe the NFL needs a D League of sorts.
Oh, shit.
Who knows?
It's true. Like, they're the only one with that, like a farm system, really, or anything.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, if you can dodge a chair, you can dodge a person trying to tackle you. But yeah, so that was about it for commercial talk. And then finally, I had to talk about this one. This guy's a hero. We're all tired of seeing those emotional support animals that are not dogs, right?
Even some dogs, yeah.
How could you have another animal that's for emotional support and it's not a dog? It's not aware of you. It doesn't give a shit.
Right.
Probably.
I've seen like a pelican before.
That's insane. The pelican wants to fly. Pelican fly. Wants to go, dude.
Well, this guy has something right here.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
A Brooklyn man registers a beer as emotional support
There
animals.
you
not
go.
an animal.
There you go.
Hey, wrong. There is yeast, and they are alive.
Come on.
It's not alive.
Oh,
They
man.
are alive.
Get out.
Oh, man.
They are alive, unless you filter them all out, which is nearly impossible.
I'm jumping on that bandwagon right there.
For many people, beer is an important source of emotional support.
Hell yeah.
It's how I get through life.
Any kind of support.
The yeast that is essential to making beer is a living thing. Therefore, why not register beer as an emotional support animal? Well, except for the part about how yeast is classified as a fungus, not an animal.
Yeah. It's not an animal. That's what I've been saying.
We should be able to buy like beer cozies that says, this beer is, for emotional support or something.
Right.
Right. I mean, I can get on board with shitting all over the emotional support thing and saying, hey, here's my emotional support animal. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're trying to like make it worse for everybody, which is probably what's going to end up happening.
Yeah, now they're just going to get it so like everything gets blocked or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Floyd Hayes, 47-year-old, describes himself as an ideas man, in quotes. He's from Brooklyn, has registered a pint of beer as an emotional support animal with the USA Service Dog registration. The specific beer, the specific beer is a 16-ounce, lightly hopped session IPA served in a regular bar pint glass. So they didn't say what the beer was. This led me to think that, like, if, let's say this worked, and you registered a beer as your emotional support animal, if you finish it,
Yeah.
you have no more emotional support animal, right?
Exactly. What are you going to do? Let it get warm?
Right. That'd be criminal.
That's right.
The only thing I can think of is, like, if you had a keg, you could say it's all the same strain of yeast. So you can maybe register the keg. I don't.
Oh, man. Even that's a stretching it a little bit. It's like you said.
Is.
Fungus. Thank you. That's how it's like I knew it wasn't a fucking animal.
He's one fun guy.
Oh, here we go.
You're welcome. Anyways, he basically said that it's a federal offense to drink on a bus or a train, and he wanted to drink, so he thought he'd register. Ironically, this guy participated in Dry January.
Oh, well, he's
of course he did.
You're right.
Of course he did.
Yeah, so.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
See, yeah, it sounds like a total douchebag already.
Yeah. Well, and then
He's just lost all credibility with it.
Rounded it out.
Yeah.
Yep. You're done, whatever your name was.
That's right.
Floyd. Fuck you, Floyd.
Yeah.
We're celebrating him for a while, but then we had to shit on him.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out that. Yeah.
Well, the deeper you get into the story, the dumber it gets.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Correct. And that's what I was afraid of when I heard it.
Yeah. So Floyd, who started a hero, is really a zero.
Yeah.
You ain't pretty boy Floyd.
That is correct. All right, let's get out of here so these people don't have to listen to my voice any longer. My sincerest of apologies. Find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com, on the socials at theunfilteredgentleman, except for Twitter at unfilteredgents. Leave us a voicemail, 805-538-BEER, 2337. We had a couple things that we were going to do on the show that I decided to push to next week because of the Kobe situation, including a listener voicemail that I'm very excited about because it comes from a land down under.
Oh.
So make sure you tune in next week. I'm sorry for not getting on the show this week. Anyways, that's how you find us. You can also email us, theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com. Hope everyone stays very well hydrated out there.
Hope nobody dies next week.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine?
Please no more.
You guys
Can't
aren't talking
take it.
about him again?
Can't take it. Just keep pushing that voicemail back further and further.
Oh, damn.
Our apologies. And on that note, everybody. On that note, good night, everybody. It's been a rough day. I blame it on the Niners.